Ready? 5 seconds. What justification is there for the government investigation of the subscriptions sent to the English commercial representative whenever people believe in liberty, individual public responsibility is improved? They are so much different, we are altogether surprised. Can the buildings be inspected equally by all the people? The chairs are numbered and inscribed specially for the school. The doctor signified a selfish wish to have them for himself. This subject itself is as different as it can be. January and February are never as satisfactory in this respect as November. Yesterday we had the satisfaction of being the first to have the information. This intelligent gentleman remarked on the peculiarity of the circumstances. The administrator can speak intelligibly in several languages. It was impossible for the members to organize everything to the satisfaction of all. Under the jurisdiction of the university mathematician, the intelligent arbitrators cross-examined the metropolitan ministry. The doctor acknowledged the significance of neglected his practice. The northern people have greatly influenced. The influential Englishman improved the balances of the two insurance organizations. The chairs which have been sent are all quite satisfactory. The honored satisfaction should be immediately signified by his certificate. It is rather peculiar that the two advertisements are identical, especially when it is remembered that the publisher himself is a commercial representative. It is important that the improvements in the efficiency of electrical establishment should be remembered whenever we think of electricity. It is equally important to give them instructions in their language. In the opinion of the principal, next year we wish the young people to go to the northern school. The production of gold was much too expensive without machinery. This manufacturer's most important objective was to enlarge his trade to the maximum. The child's great objective is to come first in mathematics. The owner did not care for their opinions and they are having much pleasure and satisfaction. It is therefore remarkable that those responsible have been under a year on their building. The organization unanimously agreed that the introduction of entertainment tax was satisfactory. The government could not go on without the ministries, but the ministers are never legislative organizations themselves. The distinguished member was schooled in the principles of government. The inscription on the school, "Practice and Improve," was familiar to the child. The efficient English commercial organizer was suspected of negligence over the appointment of the financial representative. The destruction of the establishment was largely owing to the negligence of the executives. We are expecting a telegram with the instructions. We are usually told of the opinion of the general. Surely you are very much surprised at his remarks. What you tell me of the bankruptcy of this architect surprises me very much. The general was given a guard of southern gentlemen. You generally speak on our behalf. Surely it is irregular to speak to the chairman without an introduction. The truth of the circumstances was that because the irresponsible representative neglected to perform his immediate responsibility, there was a deficiency. The distinguished government representative incorporated the two electricity establishments without any great difficulty. The minimum of expenditure within the Southern organization was productive of maximum efficiency in all respects. A large number of executives are indispensable to our organization. It is a characteristic of some people to be selfish and defective in sensibility. The preliminary performance of this particular entertainment was a very enthusiastic production and had a universally sympathetic representation. Knowledge is important, but so is character building. How was I to come when the hour was different? I will think of what I can do for them. Regular government inspection of all those buildings cannot be organized. I can generally come, but nevertheless it is an inconvenience. Of the things we sent, which will surprise him most? Are you surprised because we owe so much to him? Although most things influence them, this should be the first. Though several special things comes first, he will be next. Much of what I am to give you comes next. Without your special influence, we could do nothing for him. Without being sent to do it, he thanked the Lord. Several things have to come to in specially on the hour. Two special subjects ought to be put in for him. It is usual for them to come in with us. You will be interested in the publication of this writer. It is difficult to tell everything immediately. Do you have a sufficient number of English publications on hand for February? If you are short, we can probably have several sent from the school. The income of the building should more than equal the interest on the mortgage. I had a cold and therefore it was impossible for me to be in the school on the 3rd of February. I believe it is not too dear to do this. The doctor called on me yesterday and told me that your eye was improving satisfactorily. We are surprised that you object to the description of your school which was published in our trade publication. This is a significant, instructive inscription. The difference is to be sent to the owner who has to put it toward the interest on the mortgage. What would you do for our organization? It is a great liberty to be able to govern ourselves. It is very much to his advantage to interest himself in the investigation. We own several government certificates on which the income is quite large. We expect them to do something immediately as we are of the opinion that the balance is much too large. We cannot deliver anything more till the first of the next month. It is probable that we shall be able to publish in November, but we do not think we can deliver till January or February of next year. You had not remembered the principal advantage of building insurance. We expect the balance of the subject to be difficult.